Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. There's another paid request, this time from Frame by Frame. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting pretty much any other type of videos or topics or reactions or randomness or whatever in between, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below the box and I'll get to it as soon as I can. But this is for Season 1, Episode 7 of Stranger Things. And I would say this is one of the better episodes of this season. Just finally things seem to finally be catching up, finally be moving forward. Because as we're close to the end, and this is the first time I'm seeing Stranger Things. I know I'm late to the party. It's an 8 episode show. I would say in retrospect, I do think this would work better as a miniseries in the vein of the 1990 Stephen King's It. You look at Stephen King's It, it's a 2 night event with commercials, 2 hours apiece. Without it, probably like 90 minutes apiece. Again, I do think if this was an event, a miniseries event, I think it would be much more to my liking. As it is, I would say it's okay, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. I would say that I like the look of the show, like the cinematography, the color timing, some of the music, the score, the synthesizer score, whether it be the opening credits of Stranger Things, that music playing or throughout it, some of the song choices that are used. The acting, I have no issues. In particular, Millie Bobby Brown does fine as Eleven. She's definitely one of the more interesting characters because she's the one they actually try to build up as a character. Same with Winona Ryder and David Harbour. The 3 kids are fine. I do think the other 2 kids could have gotten more development. I do think in retrospect you could have taken away the older sister, the missing kid's older brother. I know some people like those characters. To me, I don't think the actors for the most part did a bad job. I just not really that interested in those characters. I'm not interested in this possible love triangle with this third guy. That's the least interesting part of it for me. And like I said, with each episode, I do see stuff that you could edit this, you could edit this. Again, that part of my brain that goes, okay, if you're going to turn this into a 3-4 hour miniseries, I do see you editing this, I do see you taking that out. Oh, this is only put in there because this needs to fit 8 episodes. But I did say, this is one of the better episodes. Just finally stuff's happening. OT11 and the little kid Mike. They have a little attraction to each other, ready to kiss. They get warned that by Lucas. Finally, Lucas does something instead of just whining and being angry. He finally does something worth a shit, and he warns them, "Hey, the bad men are coming." You get a little bit of an action scene where 11 flips over this van that's coming towards him and lands in the back of them. Again, finally stuff is happening. Lucas, I like to do something with his character where, hey, he apologizes for acting like an asshole, and they shake hands. He shakes hands with both 11, and okay, finally, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Finally doing something with the Lucas character. Number one, let him help out and accomplish something by warning them. And two, hey, manning up, apologize. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Matthew Modine and their officials talk to Mike's parents. This scene could be completely cut out. This is a scene that is completely unneeded. Because the parents have barely been characters in this entire show. Or this, again, I've only watched season 1. That's literally all that. They've been nothing. They've been really nothing of characters, so I'm supposed to give a shit that Matthew Modine, we know he's saying lies. We know what kind of character Matthew Modine is. We're at the finish line. These parents have barely been characters. I don't give a shit about watching them being lied to by Matthew Modine's character. Again, it's stuff that's only in there because we gotta fill stuff up for an episode because this is 8 episodes. If that's the case, it should have been 6 or 5 episodes. And take out some of this filler shit in it. Take it out. And then part of the episode is these characters finally getting together. I do like the bit where David Harbour beats up the bad guys while the kids are hiding in this bus, and you hear all this scuffle, and then David Harbour's like, "Hey, come on, we gotta get out of here." And David Harbour, I would say he does better here than he did in the new Hellboy movie. And yeah, I like that aspect of it. Like, finally these characters are getting to be in the same fucking scene, the same fucking shot with each other. I wish this was done a bit earlier. A bit earlier in the show. Or the season, I should say. Other stuff. Oh, the boyfriend. I thought this wasn't as written as it could have been. Because to me, it really seemed like out of the blue, he turns on his friends. When I say boyfriend, I mean, in the previous episode, he's perfectly fine with these other people calling his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, a slut, and riding it on the marquee, and you get in a fight with the missing brother, the missing kid's older brother. He's perfectly fine with it. He gets his ass wrecked, punched the fuck out. Now in this, he's pissed at his friends. Why'd you call her slut? And even the guy points out, well, you didn't do it. You seem to not mind. And that's what I mean. This seemed kind of out of nowhere, this character twist. To me, it didn't really... I don't think it was properly led up to, oh, now he regrets doing it. And it's just like, did you regret doing it because you got your ass beat? Is that why? I don't know. It just... I get it. Some people go, well, that's a different twist. Okay, but is it really worth it to take time away from the show that now we're getting to the home stretch? We're getting to the finish line where things are ratcheting up. Are we really... Is it really worthy to take time away to have this fucking boyfriend character go, oh, I didn't want you to call her a slut. Who gives a shit? I'm watching, I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit? Fuck this plot line. Take it the fuck out. Take everything about it out. Please. Granted, if someone did an edit of this, it'd be hard to, because they've ingrained with, oh, they find a monster, and then they pop up here and there. So if someone did an edit, they probably would have to include that eventually. But just, this whole thing would have, if in retrospect, if you just take away the older sister, if you take away the missing kid's older brother, the fucking girl's boyfriend, or called her slut on the marquee, I don't give a shit about you. Take that time, take it out, and be going at a quicker pace, or put that time into establishing your three characters along with 11. 11's established, but like the other two kids, you could establish even more of their home life, their ups and downs. Take a bit more like from the Goonies or the Monster Squad, and a more focus on them. There's other than David Harbour, Winona Ryder, the kids are the most interesting part of the show. And yeah, it's cool once in a while, hey, you remember this? Like someone's watching John Carpenter's thing on TV, which I know is a dumb question. Would John Carpenter's The Thing be on TV back in the day? I mean, I guess it would have. I don't know why it would have been. Although with the violence, maybe, or was it a VHS tape they were watching? Maybe maybe it was a VHS tape they were watching? It's just this couple where one is the teacher, and then the kid asks, hey, how do you get a sensory deprivation tank? Because that's the last act of this episode is. All the characters finally get together, which was nice. David Harbour, Winona Ryder, the kids, the older sister. And then 11's like, I could contact Will, but sensory deprivation take will help a lot more. I do like Winona Ryder is mothering her. She's not treating her like an object or like a bitch. Winona Ryder cares about her son, but she still worries about Eleven's safety. I like that they did that with Winona Ryder's character. The details like that I appreciate. And she thanks him. I thank you for what you're doing. Like, she's appreciative. Like, they made Winona Ryder's character appreciative and trying to emotionally connect with Eleven. I didn't. There's a lot of other movies or shows that would just disregard that or not think of it. I appreciate doing that. So it makes Winona Ryder's character more likable and less... Yes, she wants to do this so her son can come back, but doesn't make her... It's a righteously selfish idea, but still, it at least took the time to make her even less looking like a selfish person. I appreciate that. Also, is interesting the idea of Will in this void. He created his own fort, sort of a safe guard. Now, I will say David Harbour is a bit of an idiot because his big plan is, we're going to go back to the installation. I'm going to go the exact same way I did before. Even though when you did it before, you got caught in Drud, and you would think, hey, maybe they'll be on the lookout more so, because I've already tried to go into this once, and then you try to go into it the same fucking time, the same fucking way, so of course you get caught. So it just made David Harbour look like a fucking moron. And then it ends with the creature breaking into the missing kid Will's safe space, so to speak. Then the episode's over. Again, I do think this is one of the stronger episodes. Just it's like, finally, it doesn't... There are times where it felt like the show was on a standstill, and you're just... It's just slowly crawling forward. Like, imagine this is the end goal, and it's slowly... You ever played the Nintendo game Where's Waldo? If you haven't, there's... When you go to another level, it'll go to a screen. And Where's Waldo, instead of just going from A to B, he will go all the way around here, then go all the way around here, then go... Instead of, I'm going to go down here. Nope, I'm going to go over here, then go up here, then go up here, then go up here, and then get to the destination. Again, if you play Where's Waldo for Nintendo, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like, just what the fuck you doing? Hurry up. A lot of times in the show, it's like, can you just fucking move it a little bit? But like I said, with the development of the plot, throwing a little bit of action in there, nice nod to John Carpenter's The Thing, which is on a TV. It might have been a VHS. I can't remember. It's finally seeing all the characters together. I think in this season, one of the reasons I think would have been positive to bring this more up to... Like, if this was episode 4 or maybe 5. Maybe if this was episode 5... And then you have 3 episodes left, then maybe like, hey, David Harbour, because his backstory, he has this missing kid and his past. And granted, they're using that because he's going to find this missing kid, but you could maybe also utilize it in, he also doesn't want this kid, 11, to be hurt either. Because I want to find this missing kid, but I don't want her in danger either. And that to be even more of a character trait for David Harbour's character, and other stuff as well. But again, it's one of the stronger episodes, and I didn't mind it. Did not mind the episode for what it is. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you guys later. Bye bye.